Hey everyone, how are you? Good morning, good evening, good night. Hope I'm speaking Spanish slowly for those who doesn't speak Spanish but understand Spanish. And I hope I speaking English in such a way that people that doesn't speak English but understand English can get it. So uh, So of course that I am using these two languages, English and Spanish, because of course they are the most useful and spoken in the world. Because if I would have to speak at least 5 languages, translating everything, it would be horrible and a mess for me. So thank you very much for to all of those who are following every day and 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 they speak other languages. So let's begin with today. So this day is related with the pancreas, with the gland of pancreas, and this gland is related with the plexus, and is one that produces the glucose that is the main fuel for the energy in our body. So in such a way, we can say that this gland is the one in charge of giving strength to our body, to the self, to the I am. So one of the things of this gland is to try to make a harmony in everything, and that every organ has the energy necessary to keep going. So one of the things that we have to understand from this gland is that it receives everything that we inherit when we eat, and then it's processed by the stomach, liver, everything, the digestive system, and all together with the pancreas, they are spread to the body as energy. So it's not only about the physical meals that we have, the energy, but also it's an emotional energy. So not only when we eat, the information is spread by this gland to the body, but also what we feel, the emotions we receive, they are also spread from this gland. And all this information that we receive has the goal to become the main basement for the I am, for the self. For us to feel with strength and integrated with integrity, is this gland that helps the I am to be united and to process this information. And this is why also this gland is the one that manifests in matter the links that we have with other people. Because everything that we receive from the outside, the emotions from people, come to us through the links that we have in our plexus, in the pancreas. And this is why everything that we feel for others and that others feels for us, for me, is received and controlled by the pancreas. This is why when we feel something for someone, we feel it in the pancreas. So those sentences that maybe can make a resume, a summary of this, what I explained, are: I feel butterflies in my stomach, in my belly, or I feel hollow, I feel empty in my stomach. So these two sentences are kind of a summary of what our plexus feels linked with other people. So we could say that I am, by definition, the result of what I feel from the environment. So this is why the pancreas, in a good way, can produce insulin and the glucose of the, so it creates energy in the body. Or also, what it can do is to feel low in this glucose and insulin, and so it starts to get ill. So every problem that we may have in the pancreas or around the pancreas is related with the emotions that we feel. So the most common conflict that we may have is when we have a lack of love, and that creates a problem in the pancreas because it's a lack of energy. A lack of energy, a lack of emotion. So one of the things that we have to understand from pancreas is that we exist and we are because of these links. So one of the things that I wrote today in the blog is that we used to think, to believe that the goal that we have in relation with the plexus is to love ourselves, not to depend from others, and to fill up the voids that we have within with our own love. But it's not like that, precisely. We need to understand that we exist because of the relationships we have in between each one of us. And this is because everything in nature has something to give and something that they need. So this is a give and receive, okay, constantly. So the universe doesn't see two different things that are exchanging things or information. The universe doesn't see separate things exchanging. The universe sees just one being flowing, okay, flowing constantly and sharing information in the same body. So one of the things that the I am explained today was that we as humans are used to think most in what we need, in what we are lack of, and what we have. So when we start to think about what we need, we don't have it, so we lose a lot of energy. But when we enlighten what we have, we give to the others what we have, naturally the other ones that have what we need will match with us because they can see it. So what we have to understand is that we don't have to fill up the gaps. We don't have to fill up the voids that we have within. What we have to is to give a purpose to what we have, and naturally gaps will get filled with something else. So one of the things that we must understand in order to change our consciousness, to make a transformation from ourselves, is to realize that we don't lack of anything. We don't have a lack of anything. We have everything. But we are not paying attention to that everything. So what we have to do is to open ourselves in service. And when we start to do the service, naturally what we need will come. Because when we are waiting to receive something we need in order to do something we want, that's the greatest mistake we are doing. Because nothing in nature will give you anything unless you move, because otherwise you're not useful for nature. This is why in all the ancient cultures and religions, they say to be in service to others, to serve to others. But we have created the idea that to be in service to others is like slavery, not an exchanging of energy. Someone made a question that is useful to explain something, which is the law of attraction. Is this the law of attraction? No. There we have a problem with the law of attraction. Because usually what we think is, I can attract what I want. What I want. And the problem with I want, with willing, is that that it emerges from a need, not from a potentiality, just from a need. So here's an explanation about the law of attraction, because what I'm explaining is the law of attraction, but it's not. Because the law of attraction, the real one, is to your potential in service, and you start to move your energy. And when you start to move, you activate an engine that naturally will bring what you need in order to accomplish what you are doing during the path. Not by being sit down and asking for the universe, I want this, it will come. Okay? So for the law of attraction to work, I must set myself in action, not in the expectation. So, for example, sometimes we can, for example, say, I want to travel. I want to travel very much. But if I think in the law of attraction, I would say, I want a trip. I want a trip. I will co-create a trip. And nothing happens. But if I say, I want a trip, but instead of waiting for it, I walk and I start to do things like asking people about the places where they have been and how they went there, and maybe you make a short trip and suddenly you meet someone that tells you about another place that you should know, and suddenly they bring you and suddenly you're traveling. And that's the magic. So this is related with everything, with love, with work, with whatever. So what we usually think is, what we have to understand is that we are like a machine and we need energy to work. And we always are in need of something. And maybe some other person has the fuel for my machine. So in order to my machine to work, I need to think, what do I have to give to that other person so that other person can give me the fuel? And by that, I start to move the machine. This is why I receive what I need according to my service, not the other way around. I cannot wait to receive so I can start. I can start with the service. And this is why it's so important that every one of us, in a tiny aspect of our lives, to be in need of, to be with some void, with the lack of something, because that's what makes everything move. If we would have everything here and now, everything that we need, and we are complete, so we got enlightened, and that's it. I was just saying in Spanish that I know that maybe some of you are looking for enlightenment, of course, and you want to get enlightened right now, but I would recommend you not to seek for enlightenment, because it's a waste of time. And I was saying that I am maybe the worst guide in spirituality ever, but I will explain why. So the reason why it takes so long to get enlightened is because enlightenment is something that you reach when you accomplish to be in balance, accepting everything that you have within and everything that you are and everything that is around you, everything that exists. And in order to do that, I need to learn how to love and enjoy the creation. So the thing is that if I am willing to get enlightened to get out of the creation, I am doing exactly the opposite of what enlightenment means. So what we have to do is to enjoy what we have, enjoy what we are, love what we have created, and then someday maybe you get enlightened. But don't try to get enlightened if you are not even able to handle your own emotions. So in order to reach the enlightenment of the self, we need first to learn how to forgive our worst enemies, to love everyone equally, but most of all, to learn what love means, which is not to want someone. It's very different. So let's go to the pancreas by the moment and to see how we can handle So the vibration of today is seal. It's not si or psi, it's seal. Seal, seal, seal. And the statement today is I am the path to the center, because the center is the place where the path heads to. So today we change the code of the day, the information, into something very different, which are the notes of music. And the reason why we're sharing these codes, this information, is because all of them are useful for us to understand many of the things we are working with. Okay, many of the aspects and tools that we are using during the alignment. We are not using that information for the alignment, but we are using the tools. Okay, so that's why I wanted to share some of this information. So one of the informations are related in groups of 12. So they are related to the month of the year. So this is why first there were the 12 chakras, and now is the 12 notes. And of course, each every 12 days we will change groups of 12 emotions. So today we start with the intonation of the note do, which is si for English. So note do, utquen laxis, which means in Latin, may be loosened. That's how the poem by Paul the Diacon in the 8th century starts where he sings an hymn. How do you say hymn? Anthem. Let's say anthem to Saint John the Baptist, from where the monk Guido d'Arezzo took the first syllables to name the 7 musical notes in the Middle Ages. Ut became the mirror phonetic do, which is the first one of the 7 notes, for it is the only scale that has alteration. In the Anglo-Saxon scriptures, the numeration was alphabetic, naming this note C. This note resonates with the lower center chakra, the center below, being the sound of unity within the earth. Okay, so let's see it comfortable, each one. Each one as comfortable you please. So let's begin. As always, we start doing a massage to our body. Caressing the skin all over the body, stretching, yawning. Softly, as I caress the body, I honor and thank my body for being the anchor of my spirit in the matter. I relax my body, letting the weight of my shoulders fall down, and focus my breathing. With each exhaling, I allow the body relax. I feel the air coming in through my nose towards my lungs, from there to my heart, blood, organs, muscles. I feel the heat within my body and perceive how it goes outside through the skin, feeling up the aura. All my medical field. Siento mi campo magnético. I feel in my magnetical field everything that we have worked in the emotional and the mental. I feel the light of my emotional shining fresh as the light of the moon. And I feel my spiritual level shining with the warm light of the sun. I feel both lights touch my skin. I become aware that the light of the emotional and the light of the mental are shining over the physical level, my body. And I recognize that my body is a temple for my soul and my spirit. Softly, I take my hands and caress and touch all around the plexus, below the ribs, and going to the back. I I caress, recognizing all this part of my body. I make a massage, I caress. From the back, behind, towards the plexus in the front. Llevo manos with my hands. I start to make massages in the plexus, circular massages, just below the sternum, between the last ribs. I put pressure, breathing in very deep, and let it go. Once again, breathe deep, press, let it go. Relax my hands, my arms. I get ready to bring the light of the I Am inside this temple. But before, I recognize that in this part, in the pancreas, I have everything that makes me be in relation with everyone that I know. All the relationships that I have, goods and bad. Within the pancreas is the information of everything that I have, of my potentials, and also my needs. I recognize that here I can find the holy food, the holy meal. It's from here where I take the forces to activate my tools to produce what I need. This is the temple's altar. Is from here, from this place, where I share the bread, where I share the holy meal with everyone that is connected to me. Think for a moment in all these people that you know from whom you need something, You want something. You expect something. Just let them appear in front of you. So, acknowledging this consciousness, I allow the higher self to come to the altar, to prepare the meal for all those who respect my service. Take a deep breath and allow the light of the spirit and the soul to come inside the temple through the big roses, the windows of your eyes, the cupola of your crown, going through the candle, through the bell, through the sacristy. And I feel the light of the I Am shine, irradiate in the altar of my temple. And I recognize I can nourish myself. I can nourish the others. I am the holy meal. I can be the center. I can receive love, for I can give love. And so I recognize that the meal that I have within to give is precisely that. What I have within, my holy meal, is forgive. Forgive. To forgive the others is the best and holiest meal that you can give. So I take a deep breath, and with my vibration, I activate this holy meal. keep pronouncing the sound. As I pronounce the sound, I feel how the altar starts to shine brighter and brighter, giving this meal, giving the bread, all those who you are connected to, this holy meal that we call forgive. And through giving, through forgiving, I feel how this energy comes back to me as an echo. I feel how everything that I give, everything I forgive, returns to me. Take my fingers with the tip of them to my plexus, and I feel how all this light, this energy that I am receiving gets together, shining as a sun in the center of my body. And I become aware that all the energy that I give to the world outside comes back to me, to my center. And I recognize I am the path to the center. I am the path to the center. I am the path to the center. Take a deep breath. I take my hands to my heart to balance. I am the divine meal. I am the path. I am center. The way I come back to the center is by giving what I have within to the whole world. For giving. Take a deep breath. I am the path to the center. And with this awareness, I start to spread it from my heart towards all my body, caressing my body, stretching the body, yawning. And I come back here and now. Open my eyes. All good? So I hope that for today this works. So the task of today that you may use whenever you want to use it is with your hands. You go below your sternum to the hole you have in the plexus, and you press. It can hurt a bit. You press very deep. You breathe very deep and hold it. And you press when you hold. And when you do that, you just picture the first need that project into someone. Okay? Whatever you need from someone. And you press there, and then you let it go. And you repeat that as many times as you need. So you release the pressure, the need. So remember that the holy meal that we have within to give to others is precisely this, the etymology of the word in English, which is what we have to give is forgive. Okay? So thank you for being there, for constantly being in this alignment, and see you tomorrow. Rest a lot.